boy, we are tag gaming. 2 American-made tag games, 2 Japanese-made tag games, just pulling up out of nowhere. All right, let's take a look at the Invincible game. It does have copyright music that I have to mute like halfway through. Cinematic looks really cool, by the way. Like, I think this part looks really awesome. Jesus. I mean, this is very violent. If you haven't seen it, it's Invincible.
No, Dad, not even close.
And these are the voice actors, right? It sounds like J.K. Simmons. To me, anyway. Bro, poor Mark, man. He just stayed getting his ass beat. Even in the trailer.
I hoped you'd understand why I had to do this.
Just getting absolutely mauled.
Or die.
Bro, it's crazy that they have a Mortal Kombat guest character in this game.
I'd like to propose a third option.
It's wild that the launch roster has a guest character. What up, Mr. Faust?
This looks like a canceled NRS game.
I'm the guy who's going to throw you.
All this blood on him, by the way. God damn. Dude.
I trusted you.
Look at how sick the background on this looks when they punch in the middle. Look at the background just falling apart. Like after they clash, everything in the back. This shit looks sick. And yeah, it's clearly a versus game. I don't know about the music though. It might be copyright. It's clearly a versus game. That's an EX move. That's like a something that puts them in the air. That's a double jump combo. Flight, right? Like that flight into air super. That looks like Ari's air super also. Air chain of some kind. Whip normals. This character is really cool, by the way. Active tag, by the way. Active tag back in, by the way, into super. I saw a lot of people saying that it looks like NRS animations, which is really funny. A lot of people thought NRS was working on this because they saw the animations. And what's it called? That was cracking me up because oh my god, it's so violent. Yeah, I mean, I'm right at home. This shit looks awesome to me. This game is made by a lot of the people who worked on KI 2013, and it's super like wild that this IP is getting this.
These guys were able to execute.
Why the gameplay footage is not in 60 FPS either though. So that probably doesn't help.
So good.
My first impressions of playing
Gotcha, he's got a slide.
was a huge moment for me.
Killer Instinct KV meter on the side, by the way. You saw that?
To see the characters of Invincible in a fighting
CM
game,
combo
I
meter.
don't know. It was so magical and so exciting. Feel them
DBFZ
as
round
you're
starts when
living
characters
them.
die.
And to be honest,
Oh, did they come
some
in
of
and
the
meet in the
fights
clash in the middle?
game
I know they
can
do
be
that
kind of more
at the
intense
start.
than the
I don't know if
things
they
that
do that when
we've
they
been able
die
to accomplish in the
also.
show, which is really exciting.
Assist breaker, hard knockdown, cross up, air combo. This game I assume is like a lot earlier than
What is the
Tokon,
response?
to be honest with you.
big-
Wait, that's me back there. One of those days I was like, hey guys, I have some work stuff that I gotta go do. You guys were like, haha, streamers going to play 2x KO, and I was like, nope. Actually, I'm not, and this is where I was. Mike Wazowski pointing at the thing, covering his face in the background. SpongeBob pointing at the TV. There he is, combat designer. Is this why Bandai Namco banned him? That would not surprise me, I guess. IDK why they banned the other rip too. Oh, fuck. There's a 5th versus game they're working on, and Spaghetti Rip works on it. Not another one.
He's looking for. Give me something new. Give me something I haven't seen before.
This is Berserker Mike. You guys may have remembered he was on stage at Combo Breaker actually. Some people got to try the game at CB. They had a build there. He's the KI announcer, and he worked on KI 2013. A lot of the people you see in this video worked on KI 2013. Before Iron Galaxy, Keats and the squad took over on KI for seasons 2 and 3 and whatever. This is like a lot of the people who made Killer Instinct 2013. Like all the combat systems, like all of the characters, the way all the meters and everything work. Right, a lot of the people there are like people, you know, the same team. Am I able to talk about gameplay mechanics? I mean, there's stuff that you can see in the video. I won't go into specifics until they break it down though. Since I've had a chance to play it, I went to the office and played it for
new that he's never met before.
like
someone he's
2
quite
hours
familiar with,
maybe, or
who
something
thinks
like
is
that. So it's not like I
downright
played the
fucking
game
evil.
for
Sorry for the F-bomb.
a million billion hours or anything like that.
One of
I
the
went to
things
go
that
try the game and
I
give some
find most
feedback and like
challenging
say
to
what I thought
figuring
about
out
it and stuff.
characters and environments
You'll never guess.
is
My feedback for
how
every
we
game I play
make
is
them
like make
feel
this shit more violent. Not in
We
terms of
do
the
want the
visuals, but like
characters
let
to
me
have the
mix
same
and
sort
go
of body
crazy
type,
even
the
more.
same overall.
I think an F-bomb is more than tournament
One of the
legal
things that
in this kind of a
I find
video. I
most
can't lie to you.
challenging to the
Yeah, he does like a push block thing
figuring
there.
out. At
Sorry
that
for the
point,
F-bomb.
when
Character
you
gets
get
ripped
to
in
that
half.
baseline, it's a question of how do I build a
I think the game
how
looks
do I
quite nice
add
though,
those
actually.
secondary
Like the
tertiary
animations
details
are a
from
little,
the
you know,
rips
but
in
like
clothes
the
to
characters and the
blood
backgrounds
stains
and like yeah, this
to the
blood effect on all
smaller
the
details in
characters
the
is
hair
really
and
cool.
the
Kaiju, superheroes, monsters, an elephant man. I mean, it's just like
Yeah, they
throw
do have a lot
rock
of
and you get
random
something
characters, I
amazing.
guess.
So
That's sort of what they're
it's
talking
good
about
problems
as
to
we
have, right?
speak.
High
Bao
trainer-
also, by the way, you guys probably remembered, worked on KI, and then he used to go and play at like WNF for KI all the time and stuff.
Pretty much responsible for approaching fighting games with
Hey,
a
there I
different
am.
perspective, with something that
I got a
wanted
chance to
to
go
give
play the
agency
video
to
game.
players that were on defense and offense, to have you have a level
That's
of mind
me,
games
Gary.
beyond just what's going on in that one specific moment. They want you to think of what happened before and what happened after a lot.
That's cool.
That's actually in this too.
Launcher, knee, and then you do the two boots, and then you spike them back to the ground, and then you get land combo, ground bound super.
Once, and they're toast, man. It's just it's Kaputski for that character. I really dig the
Why
fact
do
that
they
there's
just
so much
die,
defense
man? Everybody
and
just
offensive
explodes
options
into
in
a
this
puddle
game,
of blood
but
in
the
this game
commitment to having a full
when you kill
3v3
them.
tag fighter.
Either like that. Yeah, actually, literally a puddle of blood. It's just a Mortal Kombat brutality.
Leads me to hope there's going to be a whole bunch of new
I fuck with
concepts
that.
and things we haven't seen.
I think Omni-Man should be in more games. Thoughts? Can we get Omni-Man and Marvel Tokon? Can we get Omni-Man and 2XKO? Put him in Street Fighter Season 3, fuck it. Did you see that shit? Round start EX Blanca Ball off rip. It cost one of his
without
bars.
jeopardizing what made them so
Fucking
great
round
to
start.
begin with.
Rawr.
Mark, action.
Dude, you're gonna go play Mark in the game, and he's gonna be like, take this, dad, and he's gonna do double flip in a junkyard into fucking wall combo and go boom, and you're gonna be like, oh my
Never had to
god.
do that before.
May 14th, 2024. This must have been like when they put together the prototype for the
I
first
got
time.
invited over
huh?
to Mike's house, like it wasn't like a studio or something. So I go over to his house, I knock on the door, he opens it up, I walk in, they have a TV set up there, and it just says Invincible on. I was like, oh damn, we're doing Invincible.
Oh, so
It
this
did not look
is how he
anything
got
like it looks
involved.
now. So originally when I first played it, there was only 2 characters. It was just Mark and Eve, and it was supposed to be a tag fighter, 3-on-3. And then I remember I went home and I came back for the next test, and I was like, you know, I had the shower thought where I was like, you guys are the KI devs. Why don't you guys bring some of KI
I like that his living room
into a tag fighter? Because that's never been done. So
literally
that's why I
has
get
arcade
idea from
cabinets.
Michael
They
Leonard.
show this like
This is
tag,
a
active
huge
tag thing
fighting
a bunch of
game
times in the
that has
game.
a
And then it's a counter tag, and it says armor, and then the other character comes in to
really
break this.
overdone. This is a huge
Right.
fighting game that has a ton of
So they just blow them away. They said in SGF it
So we're
works just
trying
like
to
KI,
put
except the
all
breakpoints are the assist calls. I mean,
what
that's what
we
they just
got
showed, right? That was the
into the
assist,
game.
and
Every
then
dollar
it got
gets
broken
spent
right there.
into make. What I hope happens is they get a ton of excitement. They get to see familiar faces that they want to dig into. And critically, I hope they go, oh, I want to lab this game. I want to lab this game for hours. That would make me so happy. And I don't mean just satisfied or like, oh, that's great. It's like, no, it's got to be fantastic. It's got to blow people's socks off.
Conquest, that's that guy's name. Jesus, I did not. That's his super line. That's his super line. That's crazy. She does though. I mean, this looks fun. The thing for me is that this definitely doesn't look like it's an incredibly like massive budget versus game. So my expectations for this game and kind of like Hunter x Hunter are similar in that like I don't think they're gonna come in and just like be the biggest thing on the planet, but I think they'll be really popular, and I think this game looks really fun, right? And it's cool to see another studio in the US make fighting games. That is really interesting to me because we don't really have a lot of that, and it's also a really popular IP. This is the kind of thing that like if it comes out and does pretty well, I can imagine them being able to make something new with like an even bigger budget and like doing something super sick. Invincible is pretty big. It was all over my timeline. For me, it already looks like the combat system is like pretty different from how the other versus game works. Instead of like hit stun deterioration or like gravity scaling or like other things that like other fighting games have, it's got like an actual KI combo meter that like blows out if you do too many hits, and then you can like extend with assists and seems like and stuff, and then that's how you break the combos is like when they do the assists. So there's like some pretty interesting like tug of war options, and then a combo meter that's pretty different from other games. It looks pretty cool. I'm down to try everything. The worst part about this announcement I realized, like Invincible getting announced, is how everybody talks about the other versus games. Like people are so nasty. Like Marvel Tokon got announced is so exciting, right? I already saw people talking trash about it and being like, Strive was trash. I hope this game is not like Strive, because that game's trash. 2XKO is dead now. Even this post here, people are like, why are you including Net Impact? Get this game out of here. This game's trash. Like, why is it even included with these games? It's so weird, because I know that none of these people, none of them play fighting games or play versus games, straight up. Like, you're not looking at this like, wow, I have so much stuff to play. Who are they? Like, you're not hyped? Like, if you look at this and your first thought is to start talking shit instead of being like, wow, we have 4 versus games coming out in the next year and a half. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Even if you don't care about 3 of them, you should be like, oh, I got a game that I care about coming out. Let's go. To me, the versus games that I'm most excited for are 2XKO and Tokon. And then this game and Hunter x Hunter, I'm curious in both of them. I think either one have a chance to grab me, which has happened. There's been other games that I've not really expected to do that, and then they grab me, and it's like, oh shit. Because like, let's be real, I may be hashtag netting it up and Hunter x Hunter strongest soldier. I don't think that this game is probably gonna like grab people and become the biggest fighting game of all time or anything. It's like too expensive, it's too low budget, but I can't wait to play it because it looks hilarious. And I feel the same way. Like if this Invincible game is like really fun for me and I play it for like a year or 2 and I love it, awesome. If I play this game and I have a fucking blast for like a month and a half, 2 months, and then I'm like, all right, cool. To me, that's perfectly fine, because somebody will play this game forever. Somebody's going to be playing Hunter x Hunter, and like a year from now is going to be running events for this game, and people are going to be entering it and still hype. Like a year from now, someone's going to be, you know what I mean? People are going to be like, this is my main game. This is my main game. This is my main game. All of these games, I think, will have that. There'll be something in here for everyone because they're pretty different. That shit is hype. You know, there's so many tourists, man, like so disconnected from all of this that you're like looking at Marvel Tokon, thinking it's Marvel vs. Capcom, and shitting on this, not realizing that this is Marvel vs. Capcom, in parentheses, Mystique, show your true form, right? Like this is aiding. So there's like the DNA of Marvel 3 involved in this game. And this is not Marvel 3 or Marvel 4 or Marvel 5, whatever you want to call it. This is Strive, Dragon Ball, BB Tag, the game with Marvel the skin. And like, I'm gonna literally play all 4 of these games. I'm hyped for all 4 of these games. If you look at this and think, oh, 4 cakes or 3 cakes or 2 cakes, then like, I think you're a normal person. Even just 1 cake, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh cool, cake is great. Somebody said like, I think these games, it's too hard as a viewer to tell what's going on. There's too much happening. That's sort of the appeal. What makes Marvel and all these other games fun to watch? Are you okay, Teo? He saw something out in the yard and he started climbing my shutters. And then he fell because they're shutters. They're not a ladder. Anyway, the noise in versus games is like one of their appeals, actually. Marvel 3 is like one of the games that I know people who don't play it and watch it every single time it comes on. One of the most popular storylines in fighting games ever, of all time. One of the most invested and tapped in people have ever been is Goichi versus Sonic Fox in Dragon Ball FighterZ. From anybody who doesn't play the genre, or even people who play fighting games and you don't play Dragon Ball or whatever, right? And it's in a game where there's like so much visual noise and it's like a really hard game to follow, and yet people are like astounded. And these kinds of games will have that. The beauty is like the control of the game amongst all of the various factor and movements and like what's all happening and like what's going on, you know?